February 2022. It's voiceover time. So, this haul for February includes only one figure, being Klee from Genshin Impact. I've been waiting for this figure for like forever. Like, I think she went for pre-order initially. She was supposed to release in January, and then she got pushed back to February, and then she got pushed back to March, but she eventually came out, and I was a little worried there because like people who had Klee, like getting it from like Taobao from like Superbuy or something like that, they already were getting her, so I was like, oh shit, you know. But she ended up coming home, so that's what's important here. So here's the instructions. There is the English side with the Chinese instructions, and then there's one side that is just straight up just Chinese. There's only two parts that she comes with that are loose. That being one with a star and like, well, one of the, like the leaf explosions as one with a star and one with an actual bunny. I'm not sure what those bunny things are called. I've played Genshin Impact, I swear, but I don't remember what Klee calls them, other than just the fact that they're bunny bombs. Here's a close-up of one of them. And that's the place peg. And here is the star. Now, I had to cut away and put him off camera because Klee is a chonky girl. Like, she is heavy. So I didn't want to like risk it and like drop her. So it took me about like 3 minutes though, just like messing around with the extra with the star. The one with the bunny bomb didn't take as much, but here she is. I really like how cute she is, and like honestly, like her details, oh my god, amazing, dude. I think everything's shaded well. I think everything is painted well, and just like her pose, just like sitting on top of her like bomb. I almost said bomb mug because I actually own a mug of it, but like her like bunny. Like, this is amazing. She's like amazingly cute, and for like the price, this is a good figure. Good job on MiHoYo, man. I also like to shout out the grass on her base where it says her name. It has like this fuzzy feeling of like grass. Really good on them. Here's me picking it up and giving you a close look up on everything with the sun in the background. Just like how extra these like bomb bunnies are, like popping out of the base, and just like it really accentuates like Klee, and like most of them are like of the same color, but it doesn't like look boring, if that makes sense, you know. Like a lot of figures who are just like one color just like doesn't really like stand out, but like Klee is like mostly red, and like, man, dude, she's just amazing. If you're a Genshin Impact fan, I would highly recommend getting this figure, 100%. Alright, so going on to the rest of this haul, I have some clear files. This one being of Hatsune Miku. I got this one in Little Tokyo down in the Kokunya store. I also did some Ichiban Kujis down there in Little Tokyo while I was out there. I also hit up the Frankenstein show, and there was a lot of booths who were doing Ichiban Kujis, which are really fun. Just if you don't know what Ichiban Kujis are raffles where you get a ticket, and depending on what letter you get on that ticket, you get a prize. These clear files being F prizes, and I got a few of those. So like A, B, C, D are usually figures, and then a lot of the other ones like G through whatever, they're usually just stuff like these clear files. Now I plan to keep the Gojo one and the one with everybody on it. I plan to sell the rest of them on Mikari and my Depop, link in the description below. I run a anime store called Neko Node. I plan to, at least. I want to run a store one day. So I got one of Yuji and Megumin. I also got some from My Hero Academia of Toga and Hawk, I believe. Very cool. Next up, we got some acrylic stands from the same Ichiban Kujis that I got from the Jujutsu Kaisen one. I believe the Jujutsu Kaisen, like Ichiban Kuji, I played a lot of it. Like I spent like 200-300 bucks on the Ichiban Kujis. I didn't really get anything except for a lot of these smalls. I tried to get like the figures, and well, obviously sadly, I did not get the figures. If I get a figure, I would have shown it earlier, but here we are. Now, here is footage of me just absolutely struggling opening up this Gojo. I have, like, sausages for fingers, and, like, sometimes the tape on these products, dude, just, like, don't want to, like, let up for no reason. It sucks. So here's like a real time trying to struggle to open up Gojo. At first I didn't even see the tape. I thought it was just like a sealed bag, so that's why I tried cutting it. And then like later on I see that there's tape right there. Fuck, man. Just watching it back, like, dude, I struggle with Pokemon cards, and now this, dude, oh. Maybe I should invest in having scissors in my room instead of just a pocket knife. But Gojo is finally out. Just close my eyes, pretend not to see. Add that into the compilation of me trying to open shit. Alright. There's the acrylic base, and here's Gojo himself. There's no... Typically on acrylic stands, if they're just like buying the acrylic stand themselves, usually there'll be like a clear, well, not clear, there's like a foggy tint to it because it has a covering on it. But with these Ichiban Kuji ones, they didn't have it, so we're good. Put him in the back. Alright, so I'm going to spare everybody some time, and I'm just going to cut away to me just showing off the other ones, being Yuji and Toga. Is that his name? Yes, Toga. I should just call him like Salmon Ball Boy, right? Is that right? It's been a little while. I don't really remember a lot about him, to be honest. Jujutsu Kaisen is a really good show, though, I'd say. Alright, speaking of acrylic stands, this Barber one, about 18 bucks from Kotokunya. I'd say that's an alright price, but like Kotokunya was selling a like Sakura Miku like acrylic stand of like of like the art of the clear file, and like, dude, she was like 18 bucks before tax, and I was like, oh my god, dude, $30 for fucking acrylic stand, dude. Oof. Ooh, nah, not my wallet. I have one Genshin Impact acrylic stand, and that being Eula, because I wanted to see how good the quality was, and like, she's really good. And Barbara is going to be my second one. I don't think I'm gonna like get them all because I don't have a lot of room in my room for that. But enjoy some visual ASMR as I peel this back. Ooh, that's clean. And now she's full clear acrylic. Oh my god, that's a hard word to say. Clear acrylic stand. No longer cloudy. I will say it does help having nails. There you go. Whew. Now her backdrop's clear too. Alright. And here's Barbara. She's really cute. And just yesterday actually, Kotobukiya just announced that they're doing a Barbara figure, which is insane. She's up on pre-order actually. I think she's coming out in August 2022 from my memory. Here's Eula, by the way. Just ignore the fact that she's a little bit dusty. I'm a bad collector. I don't really dust. But other than that, I'm glad to add another blue woman with my blue shelf. Maybe I should just collect all the blue Genshin Impact characters. Put her in the back as well. Alright, what's next? Oh, these rubber keychains. I don't necessarily like rubber keychains, if I had to be honest. The only reason why I would buy rubber keychains or acrylic keychains, I prefer acrylic keychains than rubber keychains, is that if I need one for like my keys, or like if they're like the Cosmo ones, like the with the hanging characters, I like those. But like these Ichiban Kuji ones, they're like, it's okay. Maybe if I had a way to display them in my room, I would keep them. But these you will also find at my Mikari/Depop shop down in the link in the description. I have one from a My Hero one, and I have two actually from the Jujutsu Kaisen one. I reached into the bag that you saw earlier and found out that I have two. Crazy. What I will keep though is these mystery figures. They're like mini children, and they sit. Very cute. Let's open this one up. I'm not very too particular on who I will get though, because they're all pretty cute. I'd probably sell Setsuna though if I did get him though, if I had to be honest. Woo! Open it up. Who's inside? It's Megumin. Look how cute my boy is. Adorable. And he's actually really packed really well. Just all that bubble wrap and stuff. I appreciate that. So here he is in his full sitting glory. There is a speck of like yellow paint on his butt. I don't know what that was all about. I tried to rub it off, but it's just there now. Can't really expect much though. These are like mini figures from Ichiban Kuji. Like, I don't think they're gonna be made very well. Not bad though. Alright, who's the second one? Look at that glue. Sheesh. They even stick onto the cardboard. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? It's Yuji. Fine. Here's Yuji. The boys. They're so cute. Like if I had a Jujutsu Kaisen's like figures, like I would put them like right next to them. Maybe someday. There's like the Kotobukiya like Artifacts J like scale figures that I've thought about. And then there's some other ones too, but I really wouldn't dedicate a shelf to Jujutsu Kaisen if I had to be honest. So Bandai down in Little Tokyo actually had a pop-up booth down there. That's how I got that bag earlier. And that's because I bought something there, which being these Splatoon weapons. Splatoon doesn't really have a lot of merch, so I like to buy anything that I see of Splatoon, whether being like plushes, mostly plushes, but I have some of these, but they take a little while to build, and at this point, like, my light was running out, and I was running out of daylight, so I'll build these another time. For now, though, I got this, I think that's the custom blaster. That may be the range blaster, too. I don't remember, though. I have the original blaster from set 1. Just don't mind the dust, though, please. It's a little dusty. This is essentially what it looks like, though. The little plastic pegs help you display them. They're really neat. Alright, what's the second one? Ooh, the Splat Doolies. Fine. Alright. So, on to another mystery box type of stuff. These are, what do these say? Pokemon Battle on Desk. So this mystery box is like Pokemon that are in like a fighting stance, but you can also use them like on your desk. It is essentially like literally battle on desk. I bought this one so that I could get Chandelure. I really like Chandelure. Chandelure is like one of my favorite Pokemon, like high up there. I'd probably even say ever, actually. Just too bad that Chandelure really doesn't help me on a desk, because Chandelure is supposed to like hold your stamp, and in Japanese culture you would have a stamp on your desk that has your name, or just like something that says like approved or something like that along those lines, and we don't really have those type of stamps, and if they are those type of stamps, they're usually a lot bigger than the ones that you do get. That being said, though, this first one that I opened had the Shijuai in it. The Shijuai. Big circle owl. The Shijuai is supposed to hold your paper clips, which I don't have a lot of paper clips at my desk. Throw the plastic away. For being little minifigures, these are actually made pretty well. I really like how Remit has been able to stay with the same type of relatively good quality for these minifigures, and they never really dropped in quality. So there's the effect pieces. Here's me being a little bit confused on how to put it into the base. The effect pieces are actually a little bit like rubbery. Like, they're probably more rubber than they are plastic. Which I guess makes sense because you are supposed to be using them a lot, like on your desk. But I don't have a lot of paper clips, as I stated before, so I have something else made of metal that I can use the Shijuai for. Perfect. Alright. So, let's open up another one of these. Please, Chandelure, please come home. I'm begging you. Oh, it's a lot easier to pop open. Oh, he's home! Look at my boy. I have to save my boy. Get him out. Woo! Chandelier is a little bit more. Well, I wouldn't say Chandelier is really doing a lot. Chandelier is kind of just floating there menacingly compared to all the other ones. Like Decidueye shooting out at your paper clips. Like Chandelier is just kind of summoning a fire around your supposed stamp. So there's a base peg. Then you kind of just put it right there. If he goes in. There you go. Woo! Cool. Now, ideally you're supposed to put the stamp there, but as I stated earlier, well, don't got a stamp, so I have something very close to that. Alright, let's open up this last one. So I bought 2 of these at the same shop, like in the same set, and I bought another one just at a different shop. So there is a possibility of me getting a dupe, so let's hope that doesn't happen. That'd kind of be weird. Ooh! Lucario and Pikachu, and a piece of gum. I don't think the other ones came with a piece of gum. It's weird, but you know what? Let's just not look at that. These are supposed to be sold in like Kovinis, and the only way you can sell them in Kovinis in Japan is if you have like a piece of candy in there, and a lot of times Remit just puts this like apple chewing gum. It's alright. It's just like exactly what it sounds like. It's just literally just a hard piece of like apple chewing gum. Nothing remarkable. So here's Pikachu. I would say like Pikachu is probably like the least like quality wise. Like he's not very good looking. Like even his cheeks, like they're not fully red. Like there's just his effects where the lightning comes out, like they're like clear. Okay, so like when I was opening these, like I didn't know where to put Pikachu on the effect. Apparently like Pikachu's leg is actually like the base peg itself, and yeah, that was a little bit confusing. Here's me showing the piece of gum. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, the rest of these, like they don't have pegs, but Pikachu's the only one that has a peg and like goes into the base, while the other ones all go into the base. Like I don't know, that was weird. Alright, so here's Lucario. I'd say these two are like equally as like not really good, but compared, like they're supposed to like combine together and they're supposed to like hold your phone. So I guess they both balance out, because they are like you get 2 in 1 and you get these like big like effect pieces. And I don't have a second phone, and I'm using my phone to record right now, so sadly I just have to use these as kind of just like edges. So the last things I want to show off here are books that I picked up at Kotokunya, because Kotokunya is a bookstore after all. First, I got Pixiv's Visions, because Daijobu / Haley showed it off on her channel, and I really liked how the cover really looks. And here's a flip through on some of the art in this book. I personally really like getting art books because it gives me like inspiration of like how like color wise and just like how like pretty this art is. Like, oh my god, dude. It helps in the thumbnail game too. You gotta grab those eye-catching colors, right? Like this cover. Sheesh. Alright. And lastly, I got 2 volumes of Girls Last Tour, both 1 and 3. I didn't get 2 because when I was at Kotokunya, they didn't have 2, they just had 1 and 3, so I was kind of just like, okay, well, I'll just get these. I first initially watched Girls Last Tour, but then I never really picked it back up, so this manga is really just like a reminder of me, just like, hey, you should go complete that, dude. And that's it for February. So I was looking at March, and March I don't really have any pre-orders. Like, I did have Arknight's Hoshiguma made by Furyu coming up, and then she got delayed. So next month really shouldn't have anything. So I'll probably see you guys in April for another typical anime figure haul. Hopefully.